Hello everybody, it's been a while. I haven't uploaded a video since forever and that lack of updates has probably killed my YouTube account, but I have a very good reason for that. I have decided to finally make a video about how Halo has been such a big part of my life. I've seen the trailer for Halo Infinite and the ending of Halo 5 and that's made me get back into the hype. You can say that it has resurrected me from the grave. I was first exposed to Halo probably in 2008. It was actually my cousin who introduced me and my sister to Halo 2. My sister and I didn't actually play Halo Combat Evolved until we were in high school, where we bought it at a secondhand store like Book Off or GameStop or something. We actually kept our Xbox for a long time. We stopped using it during high school because that's when I got the Xbox 360 along with Resident Evil 6. As you can probably tell, I'm not the type of gamer that immediately gets the latest consoles or the games immediately on their release dates. I had other things on my wish list, and I'd never asked my parents to buy me games. I know there's a high chance of my parents saying no if I asked them, so I had to either put it on my wish list for Christmas and my birthdays, or save my own money and buy them myself. I actually got Halo 4 the same Christmas I got the Xbox 360 too. And let me just say, I was a bit disappointed in the story. I was expecting to see Val Madam since we did get to see him in Halo 2 and Dream. Maybe I was expecting too much. I mean, if Del is still alive, then put him in the game, along with Rutas. I miss him. I thought it was sad that Cortana finally died in a sense, but then she came back alive in Halo 5 and she's evil. Like, what's up with that? And we only get like 8 minutes of screen time from Del. That sucks. But at least we finally get to see San Helios. I did not expect it to be such a desert and rocky mountain. I was expecting more of a lush jungle type. Halo 2 is my favorite game out of the series because we get to learn more about the Covenant religion/culture, and also because we get the Arbiter. I didn't really care much about the multiplayer aspect of it because I didn't have an Xbox Live account, and I didn't have much friends that liked gaming. I've been replaying the Halo campaign with my boyfriend, and let me just say, we are getting our asses kicked! It got so bad that I switched the difficulty from heroic to normal because it took so long finishing each chapter. And we just kept on dying so much, and we kept on losing teammate. So sad. I find it weird because he's more of a gamer than me, so why isn't he carrying? I've had an easier time playing with my sister, but maybe it's because we were more cooperative with each other. I don't know what to deal with that. Maybe we've got some psychic link. Another reason why Halo is just so awesome is the music. I'm sure everybody on the planet has heard of the super iconic theme song with the Holy Church Choir jamming the drums and guitar. And if you haven't, then have you been living underneath a rock or something? Out of all the games I played, I think it's Halo, Zelda, Silent Hill, and Pokemon, whose soundtracks are very memorable to me. I love the soundtrack so much that I printed sheet music and practiced on my violin. Listening to Halo music has really made me miss playing the violin. And I know this is really coming out of nowhere, and I know that the people that I'm talking about might not even see this video, but I really want to play the Halo theme song with my group of band and orchestra buddies. If you haven't heard of the Halo series, what, have you been living underneath a rock? It's super iconic. Don't worry, I won't nerd out on you and drown you in the lore. Yet. But here's a quick overview. So the main plot of Halo is you're playing as Super Soldier Master Chief in an interstellar war between humanity and the Covenant, several alien species who worship ancient forerunners. What I love about Halo is that there are so many alien species and we get to see so many different cultures. I especially love the Sangheili warrior culture that focuses so heavily on honor and military status. Oh my god, I just found a picture of a naked elite. I did not know such a thing existed. No one is safe now. I love how the elites look. I love their mandibles, their elongated 4-digit hands, their weirdly shaped legs, and their leathery skin. I'd love to run my hands along the Arbiter's body. A reason why I love playing Halo 2 so much is because in the beginning cutscene, we get to see the Arbiter's naked body. They look so sleek and muscular at the same time. I just find them so handsome. It doesn't hurt that their voices are so deep and smooth, like a rich velvet. I'm first attracted to their voice, then their appearance. And besides, as a human, who am I to judge another alien's beauty? If I think one is sexy, then they're all sexy. I mean, oh my god, let me just fangirl all over them, okay? There's something about their hands, their face, their skin, and that voice. Oh my god. So I gotta calm down for a good minute to talk about my next Halo crush. Who could it be? Can anyone guess? Well, it comes to no surprise that it is the Master Chief himself, Sierra 117, the last Spartan 2. Or supposedly. That's another reason why I'm so reluctant in playing Halo 5, because Chief gets his team back, and I thought they were all dead. That's why the Master Chief is so special. He's the last of his kind and a symbol of hope in the Human Covenant War. And that's how I look up to him too. Just seeing him makes me feel hopeful, makes me feel that everything's gonna be alright. I remember back in my high school years when I was waiting for Halo 4 to come out, I was actually looking for Halo content to watch. And that's when I came upon the old trailers for ODST, Reach, and Halo 3. They look so good considering the time they were made. I felt so teary-eyed when watching the Halo 3 Believe campaign. I wish they made Halo movies like that. It could be a documentary style of veterans recounting the events of Halo and how Master Chief saved them / interacted with them. So far I have not been impressed with the current Halo movies. Halo Legends was interesting in the sense that it was a bunch of shorts that touched on some of the events, and it did provide more lore to the Halo story. But since it didn't focus on Master Chief, it's not a favorite of mine. I was so excited when they announced the trailer for Halo Forward Unto Dawn. They really made a lot of new content after the Resurrection Halo 4 cost. But I was disappointed in the fact that Master Chief didn't show up in it at all, and instead focused on Lasky. I guess you could say that my disappointment in the previous Halo content kind of fizzled out my love for the series. But now it's completely rekindled because in Halo Infinite we might get to have more Arbiter and Master Chief screen time. Never mind. I just found out that the Arbiter is missing in Halo Infinite. So here's a clip of me screaming. Why? I can never be satisfied. Ah! Never mind, I don't know anymore. We might get the Arbiter, we might not get him. Some people say that he won't be in Halo Infinite. Some people say that he will appear in Halo Infinite, but in a DLC, which I guess is better than nothing. So here's hoping to that. So I really shipped Master Chief and the Arbiter together. Like I shipped them really hard. I'll touch on the reasons why briefly in this video. Mostly because this is taking me a really long time to make and it's killing me. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll make a video about my headcanons and fanfiction about them. But the main reason is because I really love the enemies to lovers trope, and that they're both incredible soldiers who respect each other. I love to see them experience and share each other's cultures. I love to see them spar with each other and respect each other's skills. Personally, I don't feel in love with Arbiter, but imagining how I see him and the Master Chief together in a relationship, I did. I genuinely felt connected and thought that it was a stable relationship. It's hard to explain. Here's the thing with me and shipping. I'm happy just knowing they're in a good relationship. I don't see myself with a character in a romantic sense. I could never be a homewrecker, hahaha. But seeing two characters that I love being happy together makes me happy and content. I want what they have, in a sense. Halo has made such a big impact on me and my life. I even have the posters they put in the game cases taped on my ceiling. I couldn't be a hardcore Halo stan because I had no money, but I did my best buying secondhand books. I couldn't buy all the brand new shiny games, the books, or the action figures, but I did make my own Spartan costume out of cardstock paper. I used the pedicure template and cut out all the pieces and folded them and glued them together. And that's actually how I ended up hurting my fingers. That was my first successful cosplay. Successful in the sense that I felt proud of it, even though it was only paper. And that's what everyone at high school remembered me by, because I wore the costume to school on Halloween. Halo isn't the perfect game. The story can be slow, humans fighting aliens that want to eradicate them is an original concept, and there are holes in the plot, but it's really good. I feel that I became a stronger person thanks to the Master Chief, to the Arbiter, to Cortana, and to Bungie. It might be nostalgia for me, but hey, give it a try. Maybe you'll like it.